When I think about self-worth, is I realize that it's something that many of us take for granted. We often tie our senses of self-worth to the external factors, whether it's our appearance, our accomplishments, or our relationships. But what if I told you that you don't need validation from others? No self-worth. That's what we're going to explore in today's video. Many people, including myself, struggle with seeking approval from others. We want to be liked, loved, accepted, and, we often feel like need of external validation to feel worthy. We'll crave praise, recognition, admiration, and we'll do just about anything to get it. We might change who we are, what we believe in, and maybe what we even stand for, just to fit in and to be accepted. We might post selfies on social media, hoping to get maybe thousands of likes and comments, just to feel seen or heard. And the worst of it is, we will compare ourselves to others. We might try to one up them just to feel like we are good enough. But the truth is, this constant seeking of validation just gets exhausting. It's like trying to hold water in our hands. And no matter how hard we try, it's always gonna slip away between the fingers. We're never gonna be good enough. No, we're not. Never pretty enough. Never smart enough. We're always gonna need more, and more. It's a never-ending cycle of seeking, striving, and struggling to provide for ourselves. This need for validation can be so ingrained that we don't even realize we're doing it. We will do it unconsciously without even thinking about it. We will say things like, for example, I'm not good enough for that, or I'm not worthy for love. We will say all these things without even realizing that we are seeking external validation. And the worst part of all of it is this constant seeking of validation makes us fragile. It will make us dependent on others for our sense of self-worth, and it's a very dangerous place to be, my friends. The roots of this need for validation are complex and multifaceted. Sometimes it might just be the societal pressure that we're taught that we need to be perfect, successful, and beautiful to be worthy. Sometimes it might just be personal experiences where we might be told that we are not good enough, or that we're not worthy of love. And sometimes it's just plain old fear. Fear of not being good enough, fear of being rejected, and fear of being alone. For example, think about how many times we've seen like celebrities or influencers on social media with their perfect bodies, perfect relationships, and just perfect lives overall. We're bombarded by these images every single day. It's no wonder we feel like we're just never good enough. Or maybe think about how many times we've been told that we need to be, more confident, more outgoing, more successful, just to be worthy of love and respect. It's no wonder or surprise we feel like we will never be enough. But what if I told you that there's a different way? What if I told you that, your self-worth doesn't, come from external sources? It doesn't need to come from, likes, comments, followers, reshares, all the social media things they do these days. That doesn't have to come from someone's else's approval or validation. If I just told you your self-worth just comes from the within. The truth is, your self-worth is not dependent on what others think of you. It's not dependent on how many likes you get, how many followers you have, or how many accomplishments you achieve. Your self-worth just simply comes from the within. And it's just something that you could just cultivate and nurture. You start by practicing acceptance, by accepting exactly of who you are, trying to change or approve. You could just even start by being kind to yourself, by treating yourself with, compassion and understanding. Start by focusing on your strengths rather just your weakness. So I want to leave you with a challenge today. Take a week, just 1 week, and focus on cultivating your self-worth from the within. Stop seeking validations from others. Start seeking validation from the within. Stop trying to prove yourself and start trying to understand yourself. Stop trying to fit in and start trying to stand out. Because the truth is, when you focus on your internal validations, you won't simply need external validations from anyone else. You'll find that you're worthy, you're enough, and you're deserving of love and respect no matter what. If you're someone that struggles with seeking validation, you're more than welcome to put your story in the comments below, and I'm more than happy to listen, read, and I'll most certainly will reply to your comments. Thank you so much for watching today's episode on 5 of SOS. Obviously, today's subject matter was just validation, and that you don't need to seek others' approval for it. It's from you within yourself. I am Adam, representing Team SOS. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you, and in case I don't see you on the next one, make sure you have yourself a good morning, afternoon, evening, and most importantly, good night. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.